Standing after what Painter put him through. He's been following, obviously, both of the players, both Painter and Stokes. They matched up against each other in the quarterfinals, the first game of today. And it was Stokes just playing so well. Quarterfinals through to the semi-finals, in which, until then, we did not know who was going to be taking the 16th FIFA E World Cup final spot. It could have been NSE Vinny if he won the tournament, but Stokes said no and helped Abinio to stay in 16th. 4 minutes in, warning shots fired from Tekkz. That could not be any closer to hitting that stanch area in the goal. Surprised it even hit the woodwork.
Tekkz coming out 110 miles an hour in this second leg. Stokes has to weather the storm in the early stages.
Obviously, we didn't know what was said during that interval, but if you're Enzo, what is there to say? You've created a number of chances.
The thing is, how much can you actually coach Tekkz? Like, he's unbelievable. Anything that you say to him, he probably already knows. Do you know what I mean? Unless you're telling him something specifically about your opponent, which potentially he could be doing. There's not much to tell somebody who's been so dominant in a year. You don't tell Roger Federer how to play tennis.
I think there's one area that you could look to maybe attack slightly more, and it would be Mendy. I'm just looking at who he's got in that right cam position. He's got Mbappe there. It was something that I picked up earlier, or yesterday, from what Enzo was telling Tekkz. He was up against someone else that was using Mendy at left back, and so we didn't really see many crosses coming in that first leg from Tekkz. It was all kind of direct through the centre of the field. Maybe it's time to change it up and try and attack that back post.
Well, it's been that 4-4-2 for quite a long time. Maybe switch it into that 4-2-3-1 and look for the El Tornado, look for the scoop cross, because, yes, it might be ugly. Might not be the goals that he wants to score, but it might be the goals necessary to win him the playoffs.
Tekkz will try and come forward again. Van Dijk with a fantastic bottom corner.
That's one thing that everybody, all the pros have been saying who I've been chatting to. They've been saying that Tom Stokes in the box, he's so clinical. He's doing shots that other people just simply aren't doing. The low-driven finesse shot. It's like a 3-4 button combination to be able to do that. And the near post 3 times.
To the side, he wants to go in that corner as well. Half the time, we'd probably say it's almost Tekkz-like. Tekkz trailing now in this match. This is the chance for him to score.
Goalkeeper movement.
You just see there, Enzo, just pointing to the header. Tekkz. How smart is he in the final third? Stokes maybe slightly too keen there to move with the goalkeeper movement, to maybe anticipate what Tekkz was going to do. 9 times out of 10, you are going to naturally finesse it across the goal. When you see it that early as well, that's what Stokes did. But still, the amount of times you can try and ask questions of Tekkz, he'll always have an answer.
Van der Sar, don't know where he's going. Right there, he moved him way too early, way too far. You have to try and predict where your opponent's going to go, but against somebody who is actually going to take time in the box and think before the ball comes to their feet, you can't do that. You can't give your opponent, you can't make your opponent's mind up before the balls even come to their feet.
I've seen a few players do it. Painter was actually one of them. When you get in that area, as I say, it's so naturally just to finesse it across the goalkeeper. If you have enough time to think, or you can guess, think quick enough, and go towards that near post, you will score goals. That's exactly what F2 Tekkz has just done there. Overplayed that one, though. Giving away possession straight back to Stokes. What a fantastic 30 minutes this has been in the second leg. $75,000 up for grabs. As you said, Richard, a $40,000 game. Both players already guaranteed themselves 35K coming into this final. As we said, if Stokes can win this one, he'll jump up an extra spot in the rankings. You're saying he's already qualified for the FIFA E World Cup. Why does he need that? It's all about the seeding at the end of the day. No one's moving Tekkz. He'll be approaching 14,000 points.
crazy.
And here he comes again.
Van Dijk and Maldini there, just doing enough between them to stop the threat of Tekkz.
And if that point tally isn't enough to suggest what a season this man has had.
Just let him show you your trophy cabinet.
Plus the 4 times he's been on the FUT Champions Cup across the last 2 years. 3 times this year. Here's Stokes, drag back, Neymar. Oh, it's beautiful. It really is.
I tell you what, I think Tekkz a little bit unlucky there because he's read what Stokes is going to do. He's read that he's going to move it to that side. And if anything, he's moved too far.
Just a second before you just see Van der Sar move to the left.
Goal for the visitors, number 10, Neymar.
Because that was a shot in the centre of the goal.
Yeah. Kept it central. Strike for Neymar.
Stokes in the perfect position now, doing what he needs to do. Make Tekkz chase the game. Make Tekkz do things that he's not used to doing.
Been in positions where he's trailing with 45 minutes left to go.
Where he is going to have to naturally pressure, he's going to have to attack. Probably one of the best halves of FIFA we've seen of Stokes. 2 goals scored, maybe a third. We want a free kick.
Not only that as well,
I love the way he's called for that as well. He put his hand up.
2 goals conceded. That were the big questions about Stokes. He's conceding 9, he's conceding 8, he's conceding 7 goals. He's conceded 2 goals in 3 halves of individual FIFA against Tekkz. If he was going to win this final, if he is going to win this final, his defending had to be better. It is being better so far.
28 yards out. Played short. And that will be the end of the first half there. It was a lovely little scoop turn away from his man to win the free kick originally. But sometimes when you're too close to the goal, players never really seem to know what they want to do. You never really see a direct shot. It's either played short than hit.
If you can hear that slight whispering right now, that is both Enzo and Tekkz talking. I believe there is a mic in there from Enzo and also Will with Stokes. The player's been very secretive over this last 45 minutes.
To be honest, there wasn't really much said, especially in the Rebel camp. It's all going to plan so far. 1 goal's never enough, though. 2 goals, 3 goals, never really enough against a player of F2 Tekkz's quality. Into our last 45 minutes of FIFA here in Hamburg. Tekkz, can he reply? Can he get himself a goal back? He knew exactly what he wanted to do there. Ronaldo was peeling off, but the pass was just a little too weak. Tekkz again. Into R9. Vieira's dropped into a right-back position. Danny Da Costa into the centre of the field. Referee plays advantage. Would have easily been a free kick if not.
You see how deep Stokes is right now. He's got that lead. He can sit back. He can play that defensive shell almost. We saw Vinny do it a little bit earlier on in the tournament.
The press, though. It's too fierce from Tekkz. Look at Neymar. He's trying to peel off. Ronaldo with a shot. Ronaldo with a goal. You blink for a second and Tekkz is straight back in the game.
Played it onto the edge of the box. Ronaldo offered the run of Neymar as a little bit of a disguise. Neymar just pulled the man away from him, gave Stokes a little bit of confusion. Is he going to play it one more? Is he going to shoot? CR7 smashes it home. What a final we're having right now. The 2 best players from Great Britain battling it out.
And a repeat of when they matched up earlier this year
This is the 7th time they've played. And it's by far the most competitive that we've seen.
Especially with so much at stake as well. Can Tekkz get in front now? Virgil van Dijk had to be aggressive with the tackle. That's exactly what he was. Into the last third now. We have got extra time if needed. I just feel like there's going to be one more or even two more goals before that. Stokes has led the last 2 occasions. Can he get himself back in front? Mbappe out on this right-hand side. Ball roll. He's up against Ruud Gullit. A drag back now. Krukaketa. 2 in a row.
What a goal.
He's made me star on the way through. Back to back. La Croquetas. Killing Mbappe. He even made Van Dijk back off. And he just slotted that into the back of the net, sorry. I've lost my words.
Taking a page out of Marcuso's book right there. High pressure situation, using the La Croqueta to the best of the skills ability. Not just spamming it inside the box, but using it efficiently in the right areas. And putting Tekkz under pressure right now.
That's what you've got to do.
Again, he's in.
It's what you've got to do against Tekkz. Can you get round him? The feet of Van der Sar just being enough.
We've seen Tekkz in this exact situation. I'm going back. EPL semi-final versus Diogo. It took him, he was trailing for pretty much the majority of that game. He won it in the 119th minute with a Dominic Calvert-Lewin header. He can come from behind, can Tekkz.
Was it time for a substitution for Stokes? He is leading for the 3rd time in this matchup. 2 times already, Tekkz has replied, and 1 goal simply just has not been enough. Also, we can't see the changes that Tekkz is making. He did cue the pause, though, as soon as that goal went in. What is he going to change now? Just over 20 minutes left. At the moment, Stokes will be on to his first ever tournament win this season. And what a tournament it would be to win. The FIFA 19 Global Series playoffs in Hamburg, $75,000. A tournament of a lifetime. If he can hold on to this. Tekkz has made the changes he needed to. Never write him off. Modric, he's been brought on now.
Another mistake, though, uncharacteristic mistakes from Tekkz as well. You usually sort of the words where he's a perfectionist in the final third. He's so clinical. There's been a few times where he gave the ball away. I wouldn't say the pressure is getting to him. Maybe the situation. When
you're chasing the game, Richard, it's never nice. Especially on a 3rd time now. The 3rd time across these 2 legs. He's had to chase this game. Tekkz is used to being in front. As you said, it's like putting someone in an unfamiliar situation. They're not used to it.
Again, just that ball right there. Try to flick it over the top.
He's going to keep that in as well, Stokes, is via a ball roll of Mbappe, the goal scorer of the 4th. He needs to look after the ball slightly better as well, does Stokes.
Got himself a free kick as well in a great area.
It's a shoulder-to-shoulder battle. Right, what we're going to see here, played short. Pull it. Again.
It's going to bounce for him. It's not. Ramos going to take that away and promote a free kick in an advantageous area. Potentially got caught out right there.
You can clearly see that Stokes needs another goal, wants another goal. Just so he can calm down a little bit. You can see the numbers forward as well from Tekkz. There's holes, there's gaps appearing in that back line. Just 10 minutes left. Another pause cued by Tekkz. Needs to start going out for this game now. Havertz, will he win? Oh, no, he won't win the shoulder pass, nearly on the rebound.
Oh, my giddy aunt.
You can see he tried to load up that shot as well. Tried to time it, it was red. The touch was awful anyway from Havertz, so it's not going to matter.
I honestly thought he'd just thrown the game away. I thought that was the extension for Stokes.
And Eusebio will come on alongside Eden Hazard. That's not...
I like that change as well. Attacking changes. He knows that this game...
substitutions, is it?
This game can be killed off right now, and Hazard's been a big game changer for him in the latter stages of matches. Last 10 minutes, you're bringing on a rapid, fast striker who can finish in front of goal. clinical, agile.
And at this time in the game, Richard, with under 10 minutes left, those pacey players are going to find that extra 10 yards past a fatigued fullback of a Danny DaCosta.
And when you've got also Tekkz having to push players forward, probably going constant press after probably heavy touch after possession loss. I think he's going 3-4-2-1 as well. Just there, I saw on Texas screen. He's going to be going aggressive. There's going to be holes in that back three with 10 minutes left to go.
Sure,
a lot of people on Twitter. I know I was speaking to the Bullock a little while ago. He said Stokes was doing things that Tekkz were doing when FIFA weren't really that big, before EA backed it in 2009, in 2010. Stokes were cleaning up. He just needed this opportunity to show it.
When the opportunities arise here in Hamburg, he's certainly delivered. But can he complete this job? Can he get it done? 5 minutes left. This could be a chance for him now. Ball roll into the finesse. Huge save, Van der Sar, to keep Tekkz in this game. Eusebio again. Non-stop pressure here from Stokes. Tried to scoop turn his way around his man, Eden Hazard.
He's going to get a chance. What a tackle. That's a game-winning tackle.
This could be it. Stokes could be your champion in Hamburg. Oh, I think he will be as well.
Tom Stokes. Game-winning tackle in the midfield. Turned over possession. Sweaty goal.
And he has been
wins the match.
waiting for that for years. Tom Stokes, a player that came back onto the scene this year with a plan. Make the World Cup finals. He's certainly done that. And how about going into the World Cup finals with a playoff win and $75,000 in your pocket as well? That's why he made the change. Eden Hazard came on. And what a super sub he was. Tekkz could maybe still reply. That was the chance, though, because added time's going to come in now. It's not going to be long. It's only going to be 2 minutes. Tekkz will stay at rank number 1. He will still be in prime position going into those playoffs, but he will not be the playoff winner. It will be Tom Stokes once again. Edwin van der Sar.
I mean, congratulations not to Tom Stokes also, but to Rebel FC, Cal Freezy. They took